Well, thanks for agreeing to do this, Mark.
Okay.
Hey, I wanted to ask you, with regards, so what were your initial complaints that we were treating with the intranasal stem cells?
Okay, well, I have Parkinson's and I have difficulty with my speech
Yeah.
and my gait and my balance. I have a couple of the things that, I tend to yawn a lot,
Yeah.
and I'm also kind of jumpy.
Yeah, you mentioned that startle response.
Yeah, that's when I first really noticed it, I was actually running quite a bit. This was about 7 years ago, but when I first noticed something was off, that I was running, and a dog would bark, and I'd just about jump out of my shoes. And I was like, I'd never been like that.
Huh. That was one of the initial symptoms that you had.
Initial symptoms, yeah.
Yeah. So we've been treating you for a while. We've been doing some acupuncture, hyperbarics, got some good responses there.
Yeah. Yes.
And then we just recently did the intranasal stem cell with an IV of the stem cell.
With an IV, and also 2 weeks ago today.
2 weeks ago today.
Yeah.
So what have you experienced in the last 2 weeks?
Okay, so my speech is definitely clearer and better. And it's actually easier for me to talk. I mean, it's kind of frustrating for me because my mind thinks faster than I can speak.
Sure.
So when I stumble on words, it's not that I'm not being able to pronounce the words. It's just that my mind is quicker than
your mouth is
isn't
going.
Working.
Yeah.
So that has increased quite a bit, and in addition to that, also people at work have mentioned that I'm speaking better.
Unsolicited.
Unsolicited, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in a meeting this morning with like 6 other people, and they kind of just said they were startled when I was speaking, and I just said, they actually told me that, wow, we can understand you so much clearer.
Wow.
So,
that's awesome.
So that's really good.
That's within 2 weeks.
Within 2 weeks. So that was been really positive. As far as walking goes, I'm actually moving my feet quicker.
Yeah.
Which is, I was always a runner. I played Division I football at Oregon State.
Yeah.
So I was always been an athlete my entire life. But, just moving and shuffling my feet was really difficult.
Yeah.
But I'm actually moving them quicker. Not 100% yet.
Sure.
And, I never expected that.
Are you back out walking? Because you were a big walker.
I'm walking quite a bit. I'm walking about 2.5 miles a day.
Yeah.
So I have a path. I live on Blue Lake Park area, and I walk through the park. So I have no difficulties going up and down the trails at all. So, and with my balance, I would say probably my balance is probably improved by about 10%.
Okay.
Not great numbers, but I noticed I've tripped a couple of times where I anticipated prior to a procedure that I would have fallen.
Yes.
I've fallen a number of times over the last 7 years.
Sure.
But I ended up catching myself after the procedure.
Yeah.
So it's a pleasant surprise.
A difference, right? Because you said maybe like coming around corners or like.
Well, the biggest thing, that's the anxiety thing.
Yeah.
So we have a couple blind corners at work.
Yeah.
So normally and more than once I've done this, where I come around the corner carrying a cup of coffee and somebody's been there on the corner, I've actually thrown my coffee in myself.
Oh, geez, startled it.
Yeah, it just jumping. But since I've had the procedure, probably 3 times that I've walked around this blind corner and somebody's been there coming the other way, and I was just really surprised. I had no, jumpiness to me whatsoever.
Right.
In fact, the other day, a gentleman was talking with somebody else, and had his head turned such that he was going to walk into me with my balance and everything.
Right.
I was
You
afraid
thought.
of going, but you know what? I never jumped, and I sidestepped him.
Wow.
Which was
smooth.
I could not have done that before.
Wow. Cool. Within 2 weeks. So I'm
within 2 weeks. Yeah,
I'm really excited to see where this goes for you.
Yeah, we really are. My wife and I. She knows it almost immediately that night. My wife Anita was actually here during the procedure. Yeah. So and when we got home, she went back to work. Got home that night, and she actually mentioned that night that I was speaking better.
That's pretty cool.
It wasn't the improvement that I'm seeing today.
Sure.
But it was, it was already manifesting itself.
Well, like I had mentioned, I didn't overpromise or actually say anything really of what to expect.
Yeah.
But we can have lasting benefit at least up through 8 months.
Yeah.
So this is just the beginning. So I'm really excited to.
Good. Yeah. I'm really excited about it. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You bet.
Yeah.
Thank you.